Hey, it's Adam from CollectionDX, and today we're taking a look at the Surplice version of Aquarius Camus. He is actually one of the Gold Saints that was reborn under Hades, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But I got the whole set of these guys so I could set them up doing the Athena exclamation. So this, of course, came courtesy from Angles. Thanks to Ken, as always. They supply us with all of our St. Cloth Myth product for reviews. So let's get this bad boy open and take a look. Alright, so I got everything broken out, and this is the Surplice version of Aquarius Camus. This is actually my birth sign, so sadly, I really don't care about this character whatsoever. Kind of unmemorable, bit of a dick, to be honest with you, and he kind of thought he got what he deserved, but apparently being dead for a while kind of snapped him out of it. Again, a lot of times I've watched a bunch of fan subs. I'm not getting the original language, so maybe something got lost in translation, but character never really excited me. But you do get, of course, the water bearer as the object, which is, of course, the constellation in the sky for Aquarius, and goes with the Greek and Roman myth behind it. So there you go. Before I kind of give you an up-close on those, again, I just like to show folks in the package, they give you everything's neatly laid out. This was the object side. Give you an extra hair piece for him because he's got the long fancy hair. So different chest plate so you can get the arms close. We'll show you and talk to you about that a little bit more later on. And of course, a bunch of spare hands. What's St. Cloth Myth? A bunch of spare hands. So there you go. Also, Angles was nice enough to send the metal plate over. And metal plates are basically something you add to the aftermarket display bases if you have such things. Now, a lot of people collect these. These tend to add about $10 to the price of a St. Cloth Myth, sometimes about $8. There's a big piece of die-cast metal there. And on the front, just cover, packaging, the Hades chapter Sanctuary, which is where this character appeared, illustration, and of course some stats, and the ever-popular blood type. But the plate is metal, and it goes on that base there. There's another style of base out there that has a round nub that is indented there, and you can use that little disc-shaped one for those. So sometimes I use these, sometimes I don't. I'm actually looking to pick up some black bases. I ran out, so I want to get some more. So, alright, so let me sit back up here, give you a slightly better look at these guys. And the only reason I use a stand here, it's not that because they don't hold the pose, they do. It's just the table I'm on is sort of a fold-out card table right now, so if I bump it too hard, characters are going to super jointed, ball joints, rotate, the whole 9 yards. Double jointed waist. Characters with long hair. It's a clip that kind of just clips in there. Put that aside. And of course, the figure's all plastic, but the feet are die-cast metal. They joint in all the proper directions, and even the feet bend forward, so that when you get the armor on them, everything kind of matches up. So here we go. Let's get a sort of a close-up of the cloth. Now, I would compare this to the original Gold Saint version. These are sort of dark versions of the Gold Saint uniform, cloths, armor, whatever you want to call them. And this is basically Hades' reinterpretation of them. They are all new sculpts. They're all new details. Let me kind of move the stand here so I can get in. But I love that purple with the black detail, or the black armor with the purple detail. Very sharp looking. But again, these are, other than Gemini, these are a collection of characters. Saga, Camus, are characters I didn't really care about, were rather unmemorable to me in the series, but you need these guys to display them doing the Athena exclamation. But we'll get to that in a moment. So there you go. Boy, does this HD work really nicely for the St. Cloth Myth. I hope you guys appreciate it. There's been a huge learning curve, and I was in the middle of moving when I got this, so thus the delay on getting some of this stuff out to you guys, but I appreciate your patience and hopefully it was worth the wait. And here's what they look like all together. This is what you get them for so you can display them, performing the Athena exclamation. So let's get you a better look at that. So as you can see, the extra joints come in handy, especially for Gemini. Get them in that kneeling pose. And here you have it. We got all of our saints, like I showed you doing the Athena exclamation. Either Gemini, Saga, Aquarius, or Capricorn. We're all well worth getting. I really think the black and the purple really shows off. The really look sharp with these guys. So yeah, if you've not picked one up, I'm partial to these guys. And of course you can get them all at Angles, which is where I get all of my St. Cloth Myth. And as always, a big thanks to Ken. He takes care of me there, makes sure I get all the latest figures, and I do appreciate it. So till next time, I'm Adam.
きらめく星座が